In this video, we'll talk about how to set up your Darvall Heated Breathing Circuit. This is a tutorial video from DarvallVet, a division of Advanced Anesthesia Specialists. The Darvall Heated Breathing Circuit is the first temperature-controlled breathing circuit of its kind. This game changer in patient warming allows you to capture control of the patient's body temperature at intubation. Now let's take a look at what you'll find in the box. The warm inspired air control unit, the power cord, the patient temperature probe. Although your vital signs monitor may also monitor temperature, use this one when using the heated circuit. This temperature probe is part of the heated circuit's biofeedback loop that protects the patient from overheating. The circuit connection cable, the computer connection cable. The computer connection cable inserts into the mini USB port on the side of the control unit and to the USB port of a PC or a Mac computer. Use this cable to gain access to the internet for software updates and also to gain access to the real-time digital anesthesia record feature. You'll also find a key-shaped USB flash drive. This flash drive contains access to the USB drive software, the online update software, product information, technical papers, and educational presentations. You can update the software of the control unit online with the computer connection cable using the USB drive software you downloaded onto your computer and the software update found online. And you'll find two sets of smooth wall breathing circuits, one for smaller animals up to 60 pounds and one for larger animals over 60 pounds. Now let's take a look at the connections, buttons, and lights on the front of the control unit. Here's the breathing circuit cable connection, the patient temperature probe connection, the LED readout panel, the patient temperature indicator light, the circuit temperature indicator light. Notice the white circles around these two indicator lights. The white circles signify that it's also a selector button. This is the heater-enabled selector button and indicator light. The circuit is heating indicator light. The Celsius Fahrenheit selector button and indicator light, and the mini USB cable connection is on the side of the control unit. On the back of the control unit is the on-off switch. The fuse compartment, you'll find a spare fuse in the compartment drawer, and finally the power cord connection. Now let's connect the cables and get ready to use the Darvall heated circuit. First, connect the patient temperature probe to the control unit. Connect the breathing circuit cable. Before connecting the breathing circuit cable to the circuit, examine this end of the cable connector. Do not use the cable if the tab on the top of the connector has broken off. That small tab ensures the cable is inserted into the circuit at the proper angle. A cable with a broken tab could be inserted into the circuit at a wrong angle, which may cause damage to the control unit. Damage caused by improper insertion of the cable into the circuit is not covered under warranty. Once you've confirmed the cable locking tab is intact, insert the cable connector into the receiver in the circuit and slide it into place as shown until it clicks into place. Connect the power cable into the back of the warm air control unit and plug it into the wall. Now you're ready to turn on the warm inspired air control unit. When you turn the control unit on, the LED readout panel displays the circuit temperature in Celsius. Notice the red circuit light is on. That tells you that the temperature displayed in the readout panel is the temperature of the circuit. The red circuit light and the green probe light toggle back and forth automatically. The red heater-enabled indicator light is also on. Although the heater will disable automatically if the patient's temperature or the circuit temperature exceeds the control unit's preset values, the heater-enabled selector allows you to disable the heater manually by pressing the selector button. The red circuit heating indicator light is on, indicating that the breathing circuit is warming. The heat will turn off, and this light will go out automatically if the patient's temperature or the circuit temperature exceeds the control unit's preset values. The green Celsius Fahrenheit indicator light is on. The control unit defaults into Celsius reading. Touch the CF selector button to change the degrees to Fahrenheit. The green light turns off when the unit displays temperature in Fahrenheit. The display in the LED readout panel toggles between probe temperature and circuit temperature automatically. When the green light is on, it indicates the readout displayed in the panel is the patient's temperature. The patient's temperature depicted in this picture reads room temperature because the temperature probe is not in a patient. Now that you have it all set up, let's take a look at these 6 tips to success with your Darvall Heated Breathing Circuit. Tip number 1, pre-warm the patient. Warming the patient in a heated cage or under a warming blanket before anesthesia can prevent the loss of 1 to 2 degrees Fahrenheit of body temperature. Tip number 2, pre-warm the circuit. Turn the heat controller on 5 minutes before induction so the tubing is warm and ready to go. Tip number 3, orange to inspiration. Connect the hose with the orange collar to the inspiration side of the breathing circuit. Get this wrong and you'll only be warming the waste gas. Tip number 4, go with the flow. Calculate the oxygen flow rate at 30 mL per kilo. Higher flow rates reduce the circuit's ability to heat the inspired gas effectively. For a quick calculation, if your patient weighs 35 pounds or under, set the oxygen flow rate at 500 mL per minute. Vaporizer manufacturers recommend using a minimum oxygen flow rate of 500 mL per minute. If your patient weighs 35 pounds or more, calculate the oxygen flow rate at 30 mL per kilo per minute. A hint for rough estimation of oxygen flow rates: you don't get to a liter flow until you get to about a 70-pound Labrador. Tip number 5, start at the start. Heated breathing circuits prevent hypothermia a lot better than they treat hypothermia. To better capture control of the patient's temperature, use the heated breathing circuit from the very beginning, at induction of anesthesia, at intubation. Use this circuit at the first breath, and you'll prevent the loss of 2 to 5 degrees Fahrenheit body temperature. And tip number 6, maximize continuity. A heated breathing circuit for each gas machine in your practice provides convenient, consistent, and effective patient warming throughout the hospital. Follow these 6 tips to success with the Darvall Heated Breathing Circuit, and you'll get maximum effectiveness from this unique patient warming system. This has been a tutorial on how to set up the Darvall Heated Breathing Circuit from DarvallVet, a division of Advanced Anesthesia Specialists. Please contact us through our website at darvallvet.com or call 866-931-3292 with your questions or comments.